to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Colin McGuigan for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by Kalle Sauerland in Frankfurt for the Bun McCrory card. Kalle, we're just finished the press conference. How did you find that today in terms of Leon Bun and this big Irish travelling army that are on their way?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to hear him on Saturday night. It's a very, very tight venue. Like I said, it's not a traditional venue as such. It's a basketball arena, which we've had to go into because basically every arena in Germany is booked out, and we wanted this weekend. There's not much boxing on. We thought this will shine and take over this weekend, and it's worked. So we're going to have a hot atmosphere on there Saturday night. Frankfurt, very famous for their massive support, obviously, around the football, and Leon's very attached to the football team. So you're going to see a lot of Frankfurt fans in there. Hopefully, not too many Bengalos. But it's going to be a heated one. We got two undefeated guys, 32-0 record, I think, combined. So it's everything you look for. What's going to be interesting is how Porrig can cope with the pace that Bun set. He's a very, very active boxer. The people who criticise him is that he throws too many soft punches, sort of amateur style. But he's working with a trainer that internationally might not be that well known, but is a fantastic trainer in Connie Mittermeier, who also worked a lot with Jürgen Bremer, and he's a very, very good trainer. So I'm backing our guy, and we expect a very heated atmosphere. And I think it's got the makings of a real ding-dong fight. I don't see it going early. I see it going championship rounds, and it's going to be interesting.
Obviously, Padraig McCrory, as Irish fans will know, maybe not so much on the UK scene, has great power. How has Connie Mittermeier and Leon Bun adapted Leon's style to that? Because you have said Leon's style is more that amateur type of style.
Yeah, he's fast hands, and a lot of hands. So yeah, I can't say too much, and to be honest, I'd be lying if I would, because I haven't been in the camp there. But I've been unfortunately promoting a lot of different shows all over the place. And but yeah, clearly, I sat down with Leon after his last fight, and I said, "Look, you've got everything in your arsenal to become a champ, but you got to make those, because he can bang, but he's that switch, and it's taken him longer than I thought he would. So Connie, absolutely the right move as a trainer, and I think on Saturday night we're going to see some much heavier hands.
We've also got Kurt Walker, Tokyo Olympian, on this card, and Kieran Malloy. Yeah, so too excited.
I've never seen them. I've seen the footage from the Olympics, but I've never seen either of them. Just heard so much. So very excited. Fantastic card. Seven fights in total. It's on. Is it Nameto? Am I pronouncing that correctly? The TV in Ireland.
TG4 in Ireland.
TG4. I don't know why I got Nameto out of that. TG4 in Ireland, live on TG4 in Ireland. Fight TV in the UK. I think it's on ESPN in the States, ESPN Plus, and lots of other countries as well. And obviously Sport 1 in Germany, live on free TV in Germany. So, like I said, there's not much boxing on. I think Matchroom's got signed in Mexico. Other than that, this weekend, is there anything big in the UK? Not really.
Nothing else on other than the Fury Chisora presser today.
Everything seems to have gone on the weekend of November 26th. I saw there's like 4 different fights. We're going that weekend as well. We're going on the Friday with it's not announced yet. I can't say it. But yeah, no, it's I think it's the right weekend to be doing this. Yeah, and let's not make any mistake. It's an IBO. It's not one of the 4 bigger ones, but the IBO's getting more and more respect. And right now in Germany, we'll take an IBO, right? We'll take the IBO World Championship all day long. And for me, it's about the belt, but it's also about, I think it's going to be a great fight Saturday.
Obviously, as well, I do need to get your thoughts on Eubank Jr. When can we potentially see him out again? And will it be against Conor Ben next, or can it be someone else?
Look, like I said recently, we're working on all different scenario planning, and I'm keeping up to date as much as I'm being informed on, which there's not much information right now coming out the bench side, but we obviously keep an eye on that, but at the same time we are looking at all our options, and it won't be long.
Obviously, you've got another massive Misfits show on in Austin, in Texas, I believe. November 19th. We'll see Raman Jr. against Vitor Belfort. Who else can we expect to see on that card?
You're with me for a few days, so I'm hoping by the time we do our final interview here, I can give you some more names. I've got them, but we've got to, we've got to make sure all is good before we announce. Despite being the Misfits, we are professional. But yeah, I mean, that Vitor Belfort speaks for himself with a name, doesn't it? He's an absolute legend. It's when those legends cross over into boxing, I always find it interesting, like just how they're going to look like doing it, So that, for me, on a personal level, is interesting. And Hazim Rahman, I mean, we've heard all about. I promoted his dad as well against Povetkin, WBA heavyweight championship many moons ago. So yeah, it's fascinating main event, but it's got a very strong card, and Mams Taylor's busy on that at the moment, and the first two 001 on Misfits and 002 Misfits have been fantastic and great value, and like I said, it's doing numbers. If I put them out, I put boxing to shame. That's the problem. I can't put them out. I mean, if I tell you we did double digit. I'm putting them out now, really, aren't I?
Go on, tell me.
We did double-digit millions before the fight. In just fight week, just the side events on views. I mean, you can't make it up.
What was the numbers on the event last weekend itself?
Huge. Well over what we're tracking for, aiming for, sorry, technical term there. Often, you get pleasantly surprised by a nice viewing figure on a Monday morning. If they trickle through then, some take a bit longer. But it's just bizarre. I mean, not bizarre because we work very hard for it, so it's not like it's come out of nowhere. But the numbers just shocking. I mean, they are.
Finally, Kalle, before I let you go, because we will get more conversation this weekend about Misfits whenever you can give me that information. Fury Chisora been announced today. What do you make of that fight for Tyson Fury? Would that have been your move as a promoter of Tyson Fury at this point?
It comes down to what Tyson wants. I haven't had that conversation with him. He wants to get out. On paper, look, he's boxed the man twice, boxed his ears off and stopped him once. But if I'm going to sell it, and put myself in Frank's shoes for a minute, Del Boy's a different man now. He's coming off arguably his career best win against Pulev. I promoted the first Chisora Pulev fight, and I thought at the time, in fact, when we finished working with Del, it was like he had that feeling of game over. And I've got to give a lot of credit to David Hay and Del's relationship, because that's where really his career turned. So I understand the naysayers, but if I'm selling it, it is a different Derek. He seems reinvigorated, but at the same time, a lot of people are going to say, "Well, they've already boxed twice." I get that, but I do think people will still watch it. I've got to say, it's ballsy to go in December in an outdoor stadium, but hey, fantastic. We go to football matches at night as well. I remember Groves Eubank in the WBSS, and I wanted to put it in Fulham. In fact, we went there, did a stadium thing, and then unfortunately some people talked me out of it. And people were like, "You can't do a fight in February in an outdoor stadium." And I'm like, why not? It's England, right? And a lot of the WBSS was out of Switzerland. They were like, "No, it's impossible." I said, no, you don't understand the mentality of the island, right? We're barbarians. We will watch our boxing even if it's minus 20 degrees. So I find that actually quite a cool spin on it. Listen, we're all in boxing. I wish them luck with it, And Tottenham fan, so I'm hoping it's a great atmosphere. Well, it will be a great atmosphere. You know, luckily they didn't do it at the Emirates. Frank's watching. I'd like to say, how did you manage to hire our stadium? How's that possible that a Gooner has got Tottenham? Can't work that one out. But apart from that, good luck to them all, and I'll be watching.
Well, Kalle, thanks very much. We'll catch up again this weekend, and hopefully looking forward to a great fight on Saturday night. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife for saying completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.